What's up, guys? Justin Cappon Pro here, your startup business mentor and branding strategist. Today we're going to talk about one of my most very favorite topics to teach, which is how to sell with social media. I have 5 success secrets that I'm going to share with you today, and I'm going to be counting these down from 5 to the number 1 thing. Do not miss number 1 because it's absolutely one of the most important secrets that you must know about creating great social media content that actually converts. All right, so if you guys are excited about today's content, please smash that like button. Certainly subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. And guys, be sure to drop me some comments down below along the way. I love hearing from you, and I would love to know how my content has impacted you today. All right, let's dive right in. All right, y'all, let's dive right in. First of all, I want to talk to you about social media content in general. Social media content is the engine in your business vehicle. Imagine for a second what type of vehicle you would want your business to be. Are you a sports car that is sleek and fast? Are you a Hummer that's strong and sturdy and likes to go off-road or go off the beaten path? Maybe you're a tour bus. You might be moving a little slower than others, but you're taking a lot of people with you. Whatever you are, recognize that the engine makes the vehicle. You can have a beautiful sports car, but if you don't have any horsepower under the hood, all you have is something that looks good, but isn't really going anywhere. You might have a powerful looking 4x4, but if you don't have strength under the hood, there's no way you're going to be able to get off-road the way you truly want to. Get my point? Your social media content strategy is the fuel that fires up that conversion engine and makes that vehicle run, all right? So here's 5 secrets for how to sell with social media and to make your content engine really, really work for you, all right? We're gonna count these down to 1, all right? So number 5 is free, actionable value. There are 3 key elements that your content must embody no matter what it is, no matter what you do. It must be free, it must be actionable, and it must be valuable. Now let me break those 3 down for you, right? The first of all is free. That's a given. I think we all understand that to be a business and to be on social media, you have to have some free content. But listen, you cannot expect to be compensated for your time or expertise until your prospects have had an opportunity to engage with your information and be exposed to the value that you offer. So for this piece, you need to make the determination of what type of content you would like to share. What skill set do you have that you can effectively work from? Are you a good talker? Are you a good writer? Are you comfortable in front of a camera? Let me give you a few ideas of the types of content you could be sharing and really what's going to be necessary for each of those types of content if you want to get in that lane, all right? So the first of which is live streaming. If you want to be a live streamer, first of all, you have to have some great speaking skills. You have to be able to talk confidently. You need to be professional and presentable. You also need to have the ability to multitask because usually when a live stream is going on, there's kind of a lot of things going on. You're talking, you're teaching, you're following your notes, as well as paying attention to whatever's going on in the chat. So you need to be able to multitask. Also, you need to be a quick thinker. You need to be personable, you need to be energetic, and you've got to have some positive energy because nobody wants to watch a boring live stream, okay? Blogging may be your thing. That's another idea. I know a lot of great bloggers. Great bloggers need to have great writing skills. You need to be a creative thinker. You need to have some uniqueness about you because blogs nowadays are a dime a dozen, so you have to have something that's unique about you. You also need to have the ability to articulate your thoughts clearly, and great writers have great storytelling skills. You got to find a way to interject some storytelling into your blogging, all right? Podcasting is another one. Maybe you want to get into creating your own podcast, and podcasts are very similar to the live stream realm. Again, great speaking skills, confidence, professional. You don't have to be as presentable because you're not going to be seen, but you do need to be able to articulate your thoughts clearly. Multitasking is a little bit of an animal as that one as well because you got a lot of things that you need to juggle. Quick thinking, personable, energetic, and again, positive energy is going to be necessary. Even though they can't see you, you can feel positive energy by listening. So positive energy is absolutely a necessity. The next one would be video content. And video content is different than live content. So again, with video content, great speaking skills, but you also need to have some tech skills, because you have to be able to pre-record, do some editing, and create. If you're going to do video content alone that's pre-recorded, it's got to have some professional appeal to it to make it presentable, personal, and engaging. So when people are watching these things on like YouTube or whatever other network that you're on, it's got to draw you in. A lot of people get excited about live content because there's some powerful element about being live. So if you're not going to be live, you got to make sure that you put enough interest in your video content that makes people draw in and still want to hang out with you and watch the whole thing. All right. The last one I'm going to give you is social sharing. So social sharing is basically when you just get really good at just creating content posts. To be a great social sharer, you got to be resourceful. You got to be a creative thinker, ability to multitask, ability to articulate your thoughts clearly, personal, professional, socially engaging. You've got to be someone that people want to connect to. So this first piece about really free, actionable, and value, when we're talking about free, is you got to choose the content type that you feel you would have the best opportunity to capitalize on and really give yourself a great shot to build a loyal audience of people that want to follow what you're doing, all right? The second piece is actionable. Now, this is something that a lot of people miss. The marketplace is saturated with entrepreneurs and business owners who are sharing free content all across the web every single day. But be encouraged that 90% of what is being shared in most places is garbage, useless, time-wasting content, but not you. As you develop your own content strategy, I want you to focus on that one word, actionable. Whatever you share and wherever you share it, your audience should be able to act on what you're teaching them. When they listen to a live stream or to a podcast or read your latest blog post, they should know exactly what they're supposed to do with the information and be immediately able to implement what you are teaching. This is a powerful concept to apply, because the best way to get your prospects primed to hire you is to get them seeing some early results by applying what they're learning from your free information. Make it actionable, make it applicable, make it good, all right? Which leads me to the third piece, is value. Remember this, there's way too much noise in the marketplace for you to be conservative. It seems like everyone nowadays is sharing something. So how do you differentiate yourself in a marketplace that is so saturated? Value. Think to yourself, what makes something valuable? Uniqueness, new ideas, something that is proven to work, great solutions to common problems, step-by-step guidance, duplicatable systems, techniques or unique applications, anything that's going to give them something to listen to that they have not heard before. You get the idea. How do you provide value for your audience? How do you provide something for them that they haven't already seen before? You have two options for what you're going to be as a marketer in the 21st century marketplace. You're either going to be memorable or you're going to be forgettable. Forgettable is easy. That's what most people are doing. Memorable takes work, and that's where you have got to figure out what your value point is, all right? So the first point I'm going to give you, number 5, is free, actionable value. That's what your content needs to embody. Number 4 is positioning. To get your audience to even begin thinking about pulling out their credit card for you in the near future, you must position yourself in their mind as the go-to professional in your specific niche, the subject matter expert that they rely on for the best information. Positioning starts by clearly identifying what end you want to lead them to. Begin with the end in mind. No matter what you do, you always need to know where you're trying to get them. Before you even consider pressing the go live button or writing your next blog post or recording your videos to upload to YouTube, you need to identify your end game. What are you trying to do? What do you want to lead your audience to? Do you want to lead them to a specific specialty of coaching services that you offer? Do you want to lead them to signing up to join your network marketing team? Do you want to lead them to buy a product of some sort? Whatever it is, define that end first. Then outline your content to support and lead to that end game. For example, I specialize in helping startup entrepreneurs turn their passions into a profitable and sustainable brand and business. So let's say I have just developed a brand new coaching program. Maybe it's a 30-day coaching program, and we could call it Jumpstart, for example. And let's say Jumpstart helps individuals jumpstart their new small business. All right, cool idea. The first thing that I need to do is outline exactly what this program is going to consist of. Now, let me give you an example of what that would look like by taking you to secret number 3. Outline your end in mind. To outline your end in mind, you need to give yourself a blueprint for what exactly it is that you want to offer, and you need to write that down in a way where you have crystal clear on exactly what you want to offer to people. Listen to me. One of the number one reasons why people fail to convert social media interactions into paying clients is because they lack confidence in what they're actually doing or what they're actually trying to lead them to. Listen, if you lack confidence in your ability to communicate your services, offers, programs, or business, they are going to lack confidence in your ability to deliver it for them. You've got to be able to confidently communicate it, and one of the number one reasons why people lack confidence is because they lack clarity. So your third secret is to outline your end in mind. So let's say I take this program, Jumpstart, for example. So I've got a program name, Jumpstart, all right? Now what I want to do is I want to figure out how do I lead these people to it. Simply, if I'm going to do some content, if I'm going to do a post, if I'm going to do a video, how do I want people to find Jumpstart? I need to think of a link. So am I going to use bit.ly? I could do bit.ly/jumpstart and send them to that. Or I could go buy a domain name. So maybe my domain name is jumpstartyourbiz.com. But I need to establish where do I want to send these people to and how am I going to get them there simply. So you have to figure out what that link is going to look like. The length of the program, I got to figure it out. I think we already discussed we're going to make this 30 days. So it's a 30-day program. I'm naming it Jumpstart, and you're going to get there by jumpstartyourbiz.com. Now I want to think about if I could define this program in one key sentence, what would I say? So let's come up with a tagline for this. I could call it an all-inclusive guide to jumpstart your brand and launch your online business. That's solid, right? I perked up some of your ears, and this is just a hypothetical concept right now, all right? So Jumpstart, a 30-day program for startup entrepreneurs, which is an all-inclusive guide to jumpstart your brand and launch your business in 30 days or less. That's pretty cool. All right, now what's going to go into this? What value features? Write value features down if you're taking notes, and I hope you're taking notes because this is gold. What value features is this going to have? What exactly is this program going to consist of? So my value features would be, I'm going to give you a 30-page step-by-step Jumpstart playbook. And that's going to be something that I'm going to write. It's going to take you through 30 days of actions, and I'll put that in PDF form. I'm going to give you access to the Jumpstart Facebook community where you're going to get quick Q&A opportunities. You're going to have interaction with me, and you're going to be able to work with all the other people that are going through the program. So you're going to get a Facebook community. I'm going to give you weekly milestone assignments with supporting resources. So every single week, I'm going to give you a milestone assignment with a supporting resource to help you go through that. That would be valuable. I'm going to give you bi-weekly one-on-one mentoring calls for support, strategy, and accountability. So every other week, I'll check in with you, talk to you one-on-one on Zoom, and make sure that you're following the plan and doing what's necessary to be done. And then the last one, maybe I give you 2 group strategy calls and training calls where I get the whole group together and we just break down strategy and have a mastermind. That's tremendous, right? So 30-page workbook, access to a Facebook community, milestone assignments weekly, bi-weekly one-on-ones, one-on-one with me, and then 2 group strategy mastermind calls with the whole group that's going through the program. That's an outline. I could price this at $397 a person. I could do maybe $297 per person for like a 3-day promo launch. So maybe the regular price is going to be $397, but then I'm going to do a 3-day promo launch where it's $297 for the first 10 people that buy it. And then I roll it up to the regular price from there. All right. Maybe I limit it to 20 people only, and I have a 7-day enrollment window to get this thing launched. All right. That's an outline. Now, there's a lot of things that I got to figure out in that, but that's a good base core outline for what my end in mind is. So again, I'm explaining all this to you because this is the process of creating great content. This is the process of converting social media interactions into paying clients. Before I go into what do I post and where do I post it and how do I create, what's my blog look like, what's my podcast look like, what's my video look like, I got to know what the heck I'm trying to lead these people to. Because if I don't have an idea of where I'm trying to lead them, I'm just shooting in the dark with content, hoping that someone's going to interact with it. But then if they do interact with it, where do they go next? Because that's the question they're going to ask themselves once they've interacted with you. If they like what they heard or if they like what they saw, they're going to ask themselves, where do I go from here? If you've got that plan mapped out, you can tell them where they go from here and lead them directly to whatever it is that you're trying to lead them to, all right? So there's more into this, but your third success secret is you've got to outline your end in mind. And that was a condensed version of how you do that, all right? The second most valuable success secret that I can give for you today is to outline what's in it for them. Once you've taken time to outline your own signature program, then you have got to identify what is in for them. So for me, after I go through and I look through all these things that my program will offer, then I got to ask myself, why do they care? And what is this going to do for them? And these are a few examples. Step-by-step guidance to know exactly what you need to do and how to do it. A proven strategy to help you get measurable results fast. Strategic principles and techniques to help you maximize your time, minimize your struggle, get crystal clear on your process and procedure so you can launch your business with confidence. I'm going to give you direct access to me via text and email to get your questions answered within 24 hours throughout the entire program period. And then lastly, income. I'm going to work with you directly to develop your own custom monetization plan and process to begin generating revenue immediately. That sounds pretty good, right? So I've taken time to really identify what do these people really want, and I have to be able to communicate to you as my prospect, what do you really want? Now, you can tell me in the comments down below, does that sound appealing? If I was going to outline this program for you and I outline this whole Jumpstart program, you don't really care what my program is. You care about what my program does. That's what people care about. That's what matters. The problem with a lot of marketers is that they get their what wrong. When they're communicating something to sell, they communicate what it is instead of communicating what it does. And what I just communicated to you is, if I created this program, this is what this program will do for you, and this is why you should care, all right? And that's what engages your heartstrings. So now that I've outlined my program and my audience knows exactly what they can expect to benefit from it, my next step is to identify what types of people would be most likely to want to invest in this program. And here's a few examples, because I want to figure this out. I got to figure out who's going to need this, who's going to want this. So for myself, being a startup business owner who specializes in helping startup entrepreneurs turn their passion into a profitable and sustainable brand, I need to think about those people because I need to narrow them down. So a few examples for me would be people who are sick of their 9-to-5 and want to start their own business, but they don't know how. Maybe it's people who want to make more money and they know there's potential online, but they don't know where to start. Could be people who have already tried starting a business online but haven't been able to get any results from it. Could be stay-at-home moms who would like to make an income working from home. Or it could be college kids even who'd like to make an online income while they're going to school. All those examples are different facets of my target audience, and every one of those makes sense with my target demographic, which is people who are starting up a business. They have a gift, they have a passion, they have an idea, and they want to build a business from it. So while that's my core audience, I still have to identify the specific individuals that I really want to work to attract, which leads me to my number one point that I'm going to give you today is your content topics and your content titles. Once I have identified the types of people that I want to target, my next step is to develop content ideas to target those individuals specifically. The key, again, to how to sell with social media is not to create content to highlight what you're offering. It's to create content to attract the people who need what you are offering, all right? It's one thing to write great content, but it's another thing to get it read and get it ranked, which is where nailing that title comes in. Titles are what sell the content. Topics are what engage the viewer. Titles are what get views on your videos, clicks on your blogs, and ears on your podcast. They represent it in search engines and email and on social media. So it's no surprise then that some of the most common questions that I get about content writing are about titles and topics. How long should my headline be? What should I talk about this week? What words should I use? What words should I not use? Should I optimize it for search or for social or both? What if I'm a blogger or a streamer? Does it make a difference? Yes. All of those things matter, but here's a few things that you must consider as you are brainstorming your content topics and titles. First of all, your content topics need to align with what is actually going on with your audience. So, as a reminder, again, I gave you a few examples of who my target consumer could be. So, people who are sick of their 9-to-5 and want to start their own business but don't know how. People who want to make more money and they know there's potential online but they don't know where to start. People who have already tried starting a business online, but they haven't been able to get any results from it. Stay-at-home moms who want to make income working from home. College kids who want to make online income while going to school. All those are examples of people that I want to attract. So if I want to create content to attract that individual, here's a few ideas of what I could do. One content topic could be 5 things that you must do to start up a new online business that can retire you from your 9-to-5 in the next 90 days. That's a topic. Now my title's too long for that, but that's a core topic, and I'd be like, I know who I'm working to attract here. I've got some people that are really trying to figure out how to make this online thing work, so I could do a topic on 5 things you must do to start up a new online business that can retire you from your 9 to 5 in the next 90 days. Great topic, right? Another one that I could do is I could give you 10 unique ideas that anyone could do to start making money online. I could do 8 major mistakes that many online business owners are making and how you can ensure you don't make the same. Again, I'm engaging different people. This content that I'm talking about is the type of content that's going to attract those target consumers that I know eventually might be very interested in my Jumpstart program. All right, I could do 6 steps to turn your passion into an online moneymaker, working part-time hours from the comfort of your home. I could do you have more to offer than you realize. Learn how you can monetize your expertise and make a full-time income from home. All of those topics are great content, great value, where I can give free actionable value and really help that individual that's trying to gain some insight about their situation. But did you see what I did there? I took each of the unique individual types that I identified and I created a topic specifically geared to target their pain point, their struggle, their emotion, or their desire. Now I can take those 5 content topics and implement a 5-day content strategy. Each day I'll share a topic of the day, engage the viewers with free, valuable, actionable content. Then at the end of each day's broadcast, I'll make a call to action and we'll briefly discuss my new Jumpstart program that I'll be launching at the end of the week. Interesting, right? And I already know exactly what I'm leading them to. So you see how we're designing this. We're reverse engineering, and I'm starting with my end in mind. I'm identifying who specifically needs this. I'm identifying what specifically those people need and want. And now I'm creating content to specifically align with what they need and what's going to draw them to be interested in where I'm trying to get them down the road. All right. Now, the second crucial component to succeeding with your topics is writing great titles. And there's definitely a strategy to that as well. Now, honestly, there's so much that I need to tell you and show you about writing titles that I didn't want to include that in today's training because it would just make this video too long. So I have created a separate video, which I will drop the link to in the description, that tells you everything that you need to know about writing engaging content titles. And in that video, I also share a crazy powerful free tool that I personally use every single day to take all the guesswork out of creating content and to come up with topics that my audience actually wants. Game changer. You've got to check it out. Hit that link and watch that video as soon as this one is done. All right. So real quick, back to your content strategy. The key to success in this last step with your content is to encourage a specific action. Would you like them to sign up at a pre-launch price? Would you like them to register for your email list? Would you like them to opt in for a free discovery call to determine if this program would be a good fit for them? Whatever you decide, there are 2 things that you want to accomplish with your call to action in this content that you're sharing, is to 1, get them thinking about whatever your program is, and then 2, get them to take a particular action now. Doesn't mean that that action needs to be to opt into your program, but you want to get them taking at least some actions toward that program. And here's a pro tip. People are much more apt to take action on something if they can take action right where they are. Make it easy for them to do whatever it is that you want them to do, and they'll be much more likely to take that action that you want them to take. This is a huge first step on how to sell with social media. If you apply what you've learned in this video today, you are already leaps and bounds ahead of most online marketers engaging in the marketplace today, guys. So listen, if you love this today, guys, I've written a book called Facebook Marketing Secrets that I would love for you to check out. This isn't just a good read. It is a playbook that gives you step-by-step instructions for exactly what you need to do to turn your social media interactions into paying clients. I cover engagement techniques, conversion strategy, closing techniques, plus I also give you over 30 scripts on how, when, and what to say to those prospects to get them to commit to you. If you want to check this out, crew, you can visit closingplaybook.com. The link is in the description of this video. Pick that up. I promise you, you will absolutely not regret it. All right? Guys, that's what I've got for you today. Hopefully that was a good one for you. If you enjoyed the video, I would love for you to drop a like on it. Certainly subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so, and drop me some comments down below. I love knowing what impact my content has had on you, and hopefully this is a good one for you today, guys. Take the tips that I'm giving you, do the work, apply them, and I can't wait to see you in my next one. All right, take care, God bless, guys, and I'll see you around the web.